Louisiana beer reviews. Lipton hard iced tea, lemon flavored, 5% alcohol, 21 plus, contains alcohol. Introduced in 2023. Didn't really start seeing them in Louisiana till 2025, honestly. And I didn't want to buy a variety pack. And I thought they'd probably come out with these convenience store tall cans, which they did. There are other flavors. I saw the green tea, but it said with artificial flavoring, and I put it right back in the cooler. There's two other flavors, peach and something else, and but those are not in the tall cans yet. Lipton and the Lipton logo are registered trademarks used under license, obviously, by Sunrise. Now, check this out. Sunrise Brewing Company of Rochester, New York. Okay. And some of y'all know who's producing all these contract brews in Rochester, New York. 5% alcohol, contains alcohol. Makes sense. Malt beverage with natural flavors. I don't think I'll figure this out. It was a 7:07 a.m., but the rest of it, okay, I'm not going to attempt it. Malt beverage must contain barley malt, must contain hops, doesn't have to be carbonated, and it may contain adjuncts such as Lipton tea, corn, rice, other natural flavorings. Okay. So it's got bubbles from the pouring action, but it's not going to have bubbles from any carbonation. And it's sun is very high, 85 degrees. Tan. It didn't say anything about caramel coloring added, so I guess that's a natural color from adding the tea to probably a clear beer. Lemon, yeah. Tea, yeah. That's what flavors you're going to get. Lemon and tea. Why not so much beer? Whoa. It's really windy out here. We've been plagued by wind the last month and a half. Plagued by wind for the video reviews. So it's kind of nice to breeze, but it's a little much. All right. With these kind of products, if you taste beer, it might be considered a flaw. As you would expect from a canned iced tea product, it's going to be 5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Sure, it's got bitterness, but it's not coming from hops. It's coming from the tea. Lipton's a big brand. I don't know their history. I just know they're one of the biggest tea companies. But now these food companies are getting involved with beer companies to make beer, or even with liquor companies to make liquor based on their food brand. And they just license it out. I'm sure they test it, approve it. Yes, we'll put our name on it. Let's say 2 out of 5 bitterness units. 2 out of 5 tea bags. Some of these will be like 3.5 or even 4 out of 5 bitterness units. They're really strong on tea. Like, I'm thinking the twisted teas can be kind of strong on the tea, which I like, but other people would prefer the sugar. There's definitely the lemon. Sugar. So think of mild tea, iced tea, lemon, and a whole lot of sugar. Probably lemon extract. Says nothing on the can about natural lemon. I bought the one from Aldi, that 12 can variety pack. It was nasty because they're obviously using artificial sweetener, whatever it is, stevia or something. It tasted awful. I was able to choke down all 12 cans, but it was not pleasant. Now, if you're into artificial flavoring, and I know a lot of people that are, they drink Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper all the time. That's all they drink is diet stuff. They might love it, but anytime I see artificial sweetener, I put it back. I can't. I hate it. That's a personal preference statement. It's not a quality issue, although in my personal opinion, I think that stuff is not quality, but I don't think you're gaining much from artificial sweetener. But some people, they believe it, you know. You don't really have to drink 12 a day, but they'll think that, you know, I'm drinking, it's diet, so I could drink 12. But they could do better drinking maybe one regular Dr. Pepper. But okay, yeah, medium body, very dry finish. Tea makes me thirsty, you know. It's like coffee makes me thirsty, so I wouldn't call it thirst quenching. But it's tasty. Now, how is it compared to the original? I guess, I don't know if Twisted Tea is the original. Probably not. Probably been making some tea-based beer for a long time, but maybe we haven't heard about it. I'd have to do a blind taste test to be sure. From just memory, I think the Twisted Tea is better because it's, once again, personal preference, a little more bitter. It's probably a toss-up. I'm glad I didn't buy a variety pack because then I would have to drink them all. I get the picture with these, you know, they all kind of the same when they're using real sugar. You know, you get the pineapple, the blueberry, the half and half. Now there's Mike's Harder iced tea, 8%. Be curious to try those. I mean, they're all about the same. You got the little flavors, like I said, blue raz and so forth, and they're all kind of the same because they might be buying their natural flavoring off of the same supply house that makes natural flavoring for beer, wine, and liquor companies, but and probably other people too. But yeah, it's fine. I would never, like, if I said I want to drink a beer, I wouldn't buy this because I would buy a beer. It might be something like Busch beer, you know, if I was out somewhere, or Busch Light, or if I was on a road trip up north, if I saw a 24-ounce Schaefer, I'd buy that. But some people like, and if I wanted iced tea, I would just buy maybe like a can of Arizona iced tea. But I can't knock it, you know. And it is full 24 ounces, which is nice, not 23.5. So, for what it is, and it only can be what it is, a flavor malt beverage, like most of these on the market today, there's a lot of competition, so the quality level has to be high. If they're low quality, you just don't see them gonna last. But give it a 9.3, 9.3 out of 10. Most excellent in A. They did a good job with it. You probably won't see any more reviews from me on this, but if I see tall cans, like I said, of the other flavors, as long as they don't have artificial sweetener, I'll try them. Otherwise, you know, I'll just check out other ones. And those will all probably be in the same ballpark. The ones from Belgium, the Voodoo Ranger, hard charged iced teas, those probably were a little better than the rest. But they were like, what, 7.5%? They just seem to have more body and action and interest. They were more interesting. Yeah, those would be good to try, yeah. Definitely. So, Laissez Les Bon Temps, the most excellent flavor malt beverage from Rochester, New York. I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go give tours there. They may now, they didn't when I went. They just had this like little boutique brewing floor, and then the guy said, I just sprayed it all down, it's wet, so you can't look at it, but I could see the whole thing, you know. They had a nice bar room and gift shop though. But yeah, check that place out.